Have you ever wondered why the story of Jesus Christ, even after 2,000 years, still touches the hearts of millions of people all over the world? Well, today let's explore this timeless story of love, sacrifice, and salvation together.
The foundation of this entire story, really the heart of it all, is right here in this verse, John 3:16. It's the declaration of God's incredible plan of love, a plan to provide a way for humanity to be saved. This isn't just an idea, it's the very soul of the narrative.
So as we just saw in that verse from John, this whole plan was built on love. Let's see how this incredible plan actually began to unfold here on earth. It was God's decision to send His Son, Jesus Christ, to be a living example of truth and salvation for all people.
Now, let's come down from the heavens to the earth for a moment, because this is where the story starts in a way that is so unexpected it still amazes people today.
Just imagine this. The King of Kings wasn't born in some royal palace, but in a stable, a place for animals. This humble beginning is itself a profound message, that Jesus' mission wasn't about power and glory, but about love and simplicity.
And who was the first to hear this amazing news? Shepherds, the ordinary, hardworking people of that time. This was a powerful symbol that Jesus' message wasn't just for a select few, but for every single person.
After his humble birth, Jesus grew up and began his ministry. And this is when the world really started to see his true power and wisdom.
You see, Jesus' teachings weren't just words. When he taught about love, he showed it by feeding the hungry. When he spoke of mercy, he healed lepers. When he talked about supporting the weak, he embraced those who had been rejected by society. Every single one of his actions was a testament to his teachings.
Now, this verse is such a powerful declaration of his mission. Here, Jesus isn't just claiming to be a good teacher. He's making it crystal clear that he is the only way to God. It's an open expression of his divine identity.
But, as Jesus' message spread, so did the opposition against him. And that raises a big question. Why would someone who taught love and mercy face such intense hostility?
Well, the religious and political leaders of the time felt that Jesus' growing popularity was a direct threat to their authority. They were afraid they would lose their power, so they conspired against him, a plot that ultimately led to his crucifixion.
Just take a moment and feel the weight of those words. In the midst of the most extreme agony, as he was facing death, Jesus wasn't focused on revenge, but on forgiveness for those who were persecuting him. This was the absolute peak of his teachings.
According to Christian belief, this sacrifice had a deep spiritual purpose. It meant that Jesus took upon himself the punishment that we deserved, so that we could be forgiven and get a fresh start with God.
But this is not where the story ends. In fact, you could say the real story is just getting started. We're now moving to the moment that changed the course of human history forever.
A sealed tomb. It seemed like the end of everything. Hope felt lost, and his followers were scattered. But then, something happened that absolutely no one expected.
3 days of deep silence, of uncertainty, and then a miracle.
The stone of the tomb was rolled away. Jesus wasn't there. He had conquered death and had risen. The resurrection was the ultimate declaration of hope over despair and life over death.
After he rose, Jesus gave his disciples a clear mission. This message of victory wasn't meant to be kept to themselves. It was meant to be shared with the entire world. And today, that message has reached us. So the question is, what do we do with it?
This story isn't just some ancient historical event. It has a profound impact on our lives today. So let's look at what we can take away from it.
There are really 3 core messages in this whole story. First, God's unconditional love is with us no matter what. Second, it gives us a blueprint for a better life, one based on forgiveness and service to others. And third, it offers a hope that never fades, the hope of eternal life.
So, in the end, the question isn't just that Jesus lived and died for us, but are we willing to live for Him? And are we ready to share that light with others? Thanks for watching.